What's up, you guys? This is your boy Jay Ransom back with another reaction. Well, this is gonna be my first reaction. A lot of errors happen, but reacted to Bartender Glass of God, and I'm doing it dub because I always want to do reactions. I just was too nervous and I didn't have the tech at the time to do it, but now I can. I'm still nervous, so bear with me. I'm learning. But yeah, I'm doing a dub because I feel like the sub market is just a little too saturated, so thought I'd do something different. So with that being said, let's get into it. Oh, it's episode 2 because before I decided to do reactions, I already watched episode 1. And, I like these like sort of slice of life things like Restaurant to Another World. It's just wholesome stuff. But yeah, I like these type of shows. Sometimes different from the battle shonen. I don't need that all the time. So yeah, let's get into it.
He wants us to find somebody else? Are you sure that's what you heard the boss say? Yes. Our boss, right? Yes, our boss! I overheard him discussing it with the lounge's head bartender, I swear!
Why would you need another guy? Backup? I thought this was the one.
Well, the chairman's got his sights set on Sasakura. But if he turns us down, then we're right back where we started from.
I think I know why he's obsessed with filling that position. He probably wants to compete with Bar K, Hotel Diamond Star's famed speakeasy. It's a top-class bar that caters to heavyweights in the
I like this
financial
beat.
world, and it earned that reputation. Thanks to
No, the vocals in the background.
bartender Ryuichi Kuzuhara. I can't think of anyone behind a bar who comes close to his level, or to earning the nickname people know him by, Mr. Perfect.
That's why I'm looking for some insurance here. We need to make sure that we have a bartender whose name carries enough weight.
We've searched for months. There is no one else. Miwa? Sorry, I gotta go. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Huh? Hang on! That's kinda weird. She's never this cavalier with work stuff. She got a hot date? I've never heard of a bartender receiving an award before. Kuzuhara. He must be pretty amazing.
When you're talking about the pioneer who elevated the art of Japanese bartending to the world stage, amazing is an understatement. Even customers are left speechless by his perfect command of the bar. That's why they call him Mr. Perfect. Kuzuhara's technique is unrivaled. Hey, congratulations.
Chairman Kuroshima, what a pleasant surprise. Tonight's real honor is to welcome the man who only drank cocktails from the late owner of Lapin. Please, sir, allow me to make you a drink.
You're too kind. Lately, I've been very impressed with the new bartender at Eden Hall. The young man hasn't held the position for long, but he's quite an interesting fellow, to say the least.
I heard they got someone new. How is he?
Well, the boy's a bit wet behind the ears.
I know nothing about bartending, so
I
Don't-
see you two are together tonight.
don't expect any insight from me.
This here's my lover.
In general, I don't care to inquire about customers' personal relationships, but with you two, I suspect that you're nothing more than a grandfather and his granddaughter.
Hear that? He knows I used to change your diapers.
Hey!
What are we drinking tonight?
How about something that's good for a stiff neck?
Make it two, please.
We had to suffer through an uptight ceremony tonight.
It was surprisingly exhausting.
I see. I have just the thing.
I think learning about the different like
Welcome in.
drinks and how to make them is cool. I'm gonna forget them
Am I
the next
still
day,
okay
but
over?
still.
We're not closing for a while. Please have a seat.
Good to know. Thank you. I'd like a B&B if you're willing.
See, I don't even know what that is. Never heard of that.
So when you make this drink, there isn't a whole lot to it, right? Just equal pours of brandy and Benedictine?
Right. Keep it simple like the name implies. One part of each.
What's the best way to drink this cocktail?
As a nightcap. It's said to be best enjoyed just before bed. The aromatic brandy accentuates the sweet complexities of Benedictine. It's as comforting as it is strong, which may help soothe the drinker to sleep. Here you are. your B&B. Please enjoy.
I'm a basic dude. I get tequila shots, vodka shots, something to sip on, like margarita,
I have to ask,
and some like
how long have you been behind the bar?
other flavored
Almost
stuff.
8 years now.
8 years? What's with her? She's acting strange.
You still can't read people, can you, my dear?
Today was a day. Work's been tough, but I finally gotten the courage to quit. It's time. Thank you for your willingness to serve me so late. Was she crying?
I wonder what happened at her job. Why would a bartender suddenly quit?
Wait a sec. How do you know what she does?
It seemed obvious to me. The average customer wouldn't worry about our closing time, or stare so intensely at the glass as I stirred their cocktail.
You sure notice a lot, don't you?
I'm more certain than ever you would be a valuable asset to our bar.
Respectfully, I believe I already declined. I'm sorry. I'm just too afraid of heights.
You know that bar you worked at in Paris? It's all the way on the top floor. Hey, speaking of, that bar? The one you worked at in Paris.
Hi, welcome in.
Are you still open?
Yes, of course. Have a
It's the
seat.
dude from the party.
I had a feeling you'd make an appearance.
Why is he here?
An acquaintance of yours?
Let's just say we're acquainted through a certain transaction.
Oh, is that so? What would you like?
Gin fizz, if you would, please.
Sure, as you wish.
This dude a real cool bartender. I haven't been to a lot of bars or nothing like that,
Famous cocktail.
but
Do you happen to know who invented it?
I only met like
A man named Henry Ramos.
a couple that were like
in
real
New
cool.
Orleans. Back in 1888, at his bar at the Imperial Cabinet Saloon.
What about the fizz part?
It comes from the sound of the bubbles in the soda water. If you ask me, it doesn't sound like fizz at all.
That isn't a joke I'd make to Mr. Perfect.
He would. The guy trained in France. I bet he's never even heard the name Kuzuhara.
Here you are, one gin fizz.
I'd drink that.
Interesting.
Do you not find it to your liking?
No, I like it. It's good, but there's a slightly rich taste. It reminds me of an old-aged rum. Did you make this recipe yourself?
Yes. I suspected that the standard recipe might be boring to some of my patrons. Namely, someone like you, a professional bartender.
Well played. But how did you know I'm a bartender?
2 reasons in particular. If a pro wanted to visit a new bar, what drink would they order to test the bartender's skill? A gin fizz.
Is that true?
Just like this.
Eternity?
Yeah. The character for eternity has all the basic strokes of Japanese calligraphy. Horizontal, vertical, point, jump, stop, and sweep. When making a drink, there are many variables, like liquor pours and mixing methods, down to the amount of ice and mixers. If there's one drink that combines all the most basic techniques a bartender might employ, it's the gin fizz.
So what was the other reason?
I saw the pinky finger on your right hand. It appears to be a callus developed from many years of shaking.
Am I to believe you observed all that in such a short amount of time?
If you only ever drink for research, and you spend most of your time studying them for work and not for pleasure, when you're here, I want you to enjoy your experience like anyone else on that side. It's the very least I can do.
Is that what this is? You're making me play a guessing game, and you think I'm actually enjoying it.
If that was presumptuous of me, I apologize.
So you tried to surprise me with rum and a gin fizz.
Oh no, that's Wasanbone sugar.
Really?
Oh, got your ass.
In his drinks? That's used for baking.
Yes, Wasanbone is known for its delicate and mild sweetness.
The flavor is so similar to rum that even Kuzahara got 'em mixed up.
I'm also gonna call Cap.
Managed to put one over on Mr. Perfect.
This dude
I get it.
who wants to hire him, he
It's
had.
certainly entertaining.
There's no way he had that much liquid on his finger to draw that word.
Over the years, I've seen countless bartenders rely on quirky drinks, and in the end, they all failed. If you intend to keep working as a successful bartender, allow me to impart some sage advice. Be showy but deliver. Your cocktail is still far from perfect.
Did he seem upset to you?
He's not the kind of man to take offense over something so trivial. My advice? Make me one of those gin fizzes with Wasanbone sugar, so I can be sure.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yes. Right away.
I'm trying not to talk too much. I'm trying to find when to talk because it's hard for me. Like I said, I'm trying out dub, so it's different.
How was your date? What date?
It's different talking over sub.
You what? You and your grandpa must get along really well then. Yeah, he's always been like a father to me. Especially since both my parents passed when I was young. Oh!
That's like me with my grandma. I mean, my parents were alive.
It's fine.
Less talk.
Well, my
more
mom
work,
still is
ladies.
alive, but my grandma was like my parent
Alright.
figure.
Be showy but deliver. Your cocktail is still far from perfect.
Poor Sasakura. That must have been hard to hear. I hope he's okay. So, spill. Got a guy? Or you on the prowl?
Iguchi.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that?
You don't seem very confident in your current job, dear.
I'll say. So do you think I should quit too?
Thought she already quit.
Still at it, huh? I'm glad you haven't given up.
You're that guy from the bar. Thing is, that day, I'd made my first B&B, and it didn't go over all that well. Here you are, a B&B.
Great. Cheers. Not quite there yet, I'm afraid.
You still don't understand how to stir.
The guy was a regular, and the owner agreed. I just don't know how to stir. You have to do it quickly so the ice doesn't melt, but the drink still blends evenly. I practiced and practiced until even my blisters had blisters, but it didn't help. I still suck, and I have no idea how to get better.
What is it that bartenders are actually stirring together when they're mixing a drink? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Image of what the drink should become. How will the drink move in the glass? How will it have changed by the time it touches the customer's lips? In the case of a B&B, you start with two basic components and stir them in a way that turns them into so much more.
That does take imagination, I guess.
A B&B seems like a simple cocktail, and that's where it catches people. Really, it's a mistake all bartenders make, and not something to be ashamed of, because the important thing is what comes next.
Meaning what?
If this is enough to make you quit, you probably shouldn't have become a bartender in the first place.
Okay.
You jerk! I don't have to sit here and listen to you talk to me like this.
There, take that passion and put it into making a better cocktail.
I'm currently the bartender at Bar Minami. Kyoko Kawakami. Feel free to grace us with your presence anytime.
He's spitting though.
Good luck.
I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. Too many names to remember. I watched too much anime.
Huh? You mean right now? Well, I doubt we'll get many customers unless the rain lets up. Sure, if the owner says it's all right.
Welcome, sir.
welcome in.
Hey, sorry for the short notice.
Not at all. So, you and the owner already knew each other?
Well, yeah. And now, I have a somewhat unreasonable request to make.
And that would be?
Simple. If you'll indulge me, I'd like the two of you to prepare the same cocktail.
Huh?
I'm sorry. We don't do that sort of thing here.
Chen, close the bar.
What is it this time, Grandpa? You made me race over here just to see something interesting?
These two gents are going to make you the same drink. So what'll it be?
Wait, but why? So is it like a contest or something? Well, give me a minute to think at least.
Gotta see if he the glass of God.
I guess a Manhattan would be nice.
Ooh. If the king among cocktails is the martini, then the Manhattan is queen. Right? You heard the lady?
I think I had a Manhattan once.
If we do this and my Manhattan is declared superior to his, will you agree to drink one of my cocktails, Chairman?
I'm surprised a bartender of your status would care about something like that.
I guess you could say it's a matter of professional pride.
Very well. And the stakes if you should happen to lose.
If I can't outperform him, I'll take off my jacket and retire here and now. Well then, shall we begin? What do you think is the most important thing in a cocktail?
Balance, I suppose?
Yes, but that isn't about simple addition. The equation is far more complex. You must angle the spoon so its back grazes the inside of the glass, and turn in the same direction as the ice.
Bro, that's so fire.
If you stir too much, the ice melts and the drink weakens. If you don't stir enough, the drink will not taste complete.
I love watching bartenders work.
Please close your eyes for this part.
Like, it looks fascinating, but then sometimes it still comes out
And
tasting not good because you get the wrong bartender.
They look the same.
well, it wouldn't be much fun if you could tell them apart just by looking, would it?
But they're truly identical, other than the different glasses. Okay, time to try them. You first. It's delicious. Even with whiskey as the base, the flavor is light and refreshing. Next step. This one is my favorite. It's the perfect balance of bitter and sweet.
Indeed. That's the Manhattan Sasakata prepared.
Oh, is it? They're different, but I don't understand why.
It's the human tongue. When whatever food or drink we're consuming is within a certain range of our body temperature, it tastes a bit better. I suspect that the drink I made was a little warmer. Not by much, just a degree or two.
What is it this time, Grandpa?
You rushed over here to meet your grandfather so quickly. Your body temperature rose, and you broke a sweat. Knowing that, I didn't make it as cold as I ordinarily would.
You put that much thought into one drink.
That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
As is so often the case when it comes to inexperience. A cocktail is a luxury item, so of course personal preference should be considered. But what we must determine is whether this beverage is truly fit to be called a Manhattan.
Sasakura's version tastes exactly as a Manhattan should.
Perhaps I could ask you to take another sip.
It's gonna taste different.
The taste has changed.
Because our temperature changed? Or what?
Oh my goodness.
You understand now? That's the flavor you should strive for. If you focus on pleasing customers rather than on your craft, it will be the beginning of your decline as a bartender. Instead, aspire to create cocktails with such perfect flavor that they bring customers to their knees. This concludes our lesson, so you're free to leave.
Sasakura! Please wait!
The The young never understand how good they have it.
There's so much still to gain. Inexperience can be just another word for potential. Are you going to put him in charge of your speakeasy?
Couldn't say. I suppose we'll see.
Right. Well, you've got a promise to keep. What will you have?
Let me think.
Hey! Will you please stop walking? Sure, you lost today, but you won the last time, right? Besides, yours really did taste better at the beginning. And I'm sure you'll make an even better one next time.
An amateur wouldn't understand.
You jerk! I'm just trying to make you feel better!
There's more to his cocktails than simple mixing. It's like alchemy, transforming base ingredients into something new. That's why the flavor remains the same.
My bad if I heard that
even
clap.
after time's passed. Mr. Perfect is right. Yeah. I absolutely lost to him.
He may think so, but I don't.
What?
If you put in the time and effort, you can improve your skills as a bartender. But the desire to make your customers happy, that's not something you can get so easily. It's special, having someone make a drink that's meant just for you. So you may have lost, but in a way you also won. You know?
Thanks for that. Gotta admit, you're a pretty nice girl.
This is...
If you're going to compliment me, at least have the decency to look away. Jeez,
Hey!
you're making me blush here.
After I finally dried off.
I hate that trope. Alright, that was a solid episode. Like I said, I like to take a break from the battle shonen, the battle anime from time to time, and just watch some like some slice of life, some wholesome stuff. Just to take it in, it's nice to just watch some like ground level, some normal stuff. From time to time. Now I keep learning stuff about bartending, making drinks. That's always cool. So Sakura is still refusing to take the job, and he had a test with the chairman's buddy. He won the first challenge. He failed the second challenge. It's kind of weird he was sulking like that after losing when he. Now he wasn't thinking about quitting, but he was sulking. I'm just like, bro. It's crazy he had to get advice from Miwa, I think her name is. About like, you know, like it's good to like care about the customer and that type of stuff. To cater to them or whatever. But I'm like, I thought he would have known that the way he was talking to old girl who wanted to quit. But yeah, that's nice. He gotta pick me up. I like their she's super friendly. She cool. Like their relationship. I don't know when we gonna get to him working there. I like that it's taking his time though. He's just not there episode 2. If he chooses to go episode 4 or 5, I'm cool with that. But we gotta stop with this trope already. You don't need to assault a person because you start blushing. That's weird. I get it, Japan humor, but I'm tired of that trope already. I was tired of it in middle school. But yeah, solid episode. Let me know your thoughts on it. What's your favorite drink? If you can drink. Do you like beer? What type of drinking games you like? Let me know all that in the comments below.